For those of you that don't know, I'm Maggie, and today I'm really excited to bring you a comparison between Billie razor and the Flamingo razor. Now these are both wildly popular razors that have different missions. So rather than just going to the store and picking out your regular Venus razor, there's all of these different companies that have come out to try to create something a little bit more affordable but still pretty and still effective. These to me are direct competitors, and I've been using the Billie razor for many years, and I have an entire video outlining everything you need to know about the Billie subscription and the Billie razor review in general. But I was curious about Flamingo when it came on the scene, and so I decided to give both a shot, put them head to head, and see which one prevailed, since they are around the same price point and they have around the same types of missions that we'll talk through now. So because I've had Billie the longest, let's go ahead and just start with Billie. How does this subscription service work? The first thing that you do is go onto their website and you choose your color handle. Now I have mine in this kind of like sky blue color. Since I picked mine out, they've come out with a million other colors. There's some that are multicolored. Again, the color of your razor doesn't matter all that much, but it doesn't hurt to have something pretty sitting in your shower. So after you pick out the color that you want from Billie, then it takes you to another screen where you then go and pick the frequency that you want those refill blades sent to you. Each refill blade package, this is exactly what it looks like all packaged up because I haven't opened this one yet. It comes with 3 different razor blades inside. They have the cutest little branding. I just love everything about what they did. And each blade comes with its own little cover. You can keep this and you can travel with this clear cover over it, or they actually came out with a $5 travel cover that I'm really tempted to buy because it completely engulfs the blade and makes it a lot easier to travel with, so you don't risk, sticking your hand in your bag and slicing your finger open or anything. And because it has this full aloe outside, it's not getting anything else sticky or anything. So once you choose the color handle you want and then you choose your frequency, then it moves on and you have the option to add a bunch of other things into your cart that can also be delivered to you regularly. Now for me, I went with the every 3 months I have 3 different cartridges sent to my doorstep, and that's because I can usually get a month, or actually over a month's use, out of these razor blades. I don't shave that often. I probably shave once a month in the winter time and like twice a month in the summer, maybe a little bit more frequently in the summer. Needless to say, these blades actually stay good for a lot longer than they predict. Now they suggest changing this out every 4 shaves, but I just find I can get a lot more use out of each cartridge, which makes it a little bit more worth my money. So once you make it through all of those steps, you basically purchase your starter kit, and your starter kit costs a total of $9. And what does that come with? It comes with the actual razor itself and a blade attached, an additional cartridge for a refill later, and it comes with this little magnetic piece that allows you to place it on your shower wall. Now this has a lot of benefits, including the fact that you don't have to put it on your shower ledge and then have the aloe from the blade kind of rub off or get stuck onto that. And then it also helps your blades dry out adequately so that they don't get prematurely rusty. So I love the idea of that little magnetic piece in the shower. There have been times when I was a little too rough. I put this down on the magnetic piece too hard and it fell off. But that's pretty rare. I would not say that that's a normal occurrence. That was just probably me being dumb. Another thing dumb that I did is I put this like right where I exit the shower, which can sometimes be an issue. So sometimes I'll find my elbow like knocking it off the wall. So just be mindful about where you place this. When we move soon, I'm definitely going to place this like further into the shower so that I don't run the risk of hitting it every time I like walk out of the shower. So that was a personal issue that I ran into. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit more about Flamingo so that we can directly compare these throughout the video. So Flamingo differs a little bit in that this is not a subscription service. So while I think that they're direct competitors in their mission and in their business concept, like at least the price points and wanting to provide something pretty for women that's not extremely overpriced, I think that they both achieve that goal. However, I do kind of like the fact that Billie is a subscription service because I'd never have to think about it. I don't have to go to the store and buy additional blades. Flamingo does not offer that option, and I scoured their website to be sure of that because I thought for the longest time Flamingo was a subscription service. News to me. It's not. I actually picked up a starter kit at Target, and it basically comes with identical items to the Billie starter kit. However, you can only get that in store. So for $9.99, I got this really pretty mint and gold razor handle. It came with a blade attached, and it came with one replacement cartridge, and it came with something to adhere to your shower wall. Now, this is where Flamingo kind of beats out Billie in my opinion. I love that Billie's is magnetic, but remember I told you that sometimes I like knock the razor and it comes off of that magnetic piece pretty easily when you bump into it. This one actually came with a suction cup style mount that goes on your shower wall, and this nestles nicely into this little groove that they have cut out for it, and so I do think that this stays on the wall really, really nicely. The only thing is that because of the way that this is shaped, and it's like really flat and kind of like flush up against the wall, you have to be conscious not to push it all the way into the holder, or else this will just be like sitting on your shower wall, which completely eliminates the point of having that mount. So just be mindful when you put it on that it does not push all the way up against the wall, or else you're going to get rid of this little like aloe piece up here, and then your razor blades won't adequately dry. It's a whole thing. This is $1 more expensive for the starter kit than this is, but it's curious because you can only get that starter kit that I mentioned in stores. When I looked at the Flamingo website, you can just get this razor and an additional cartridge for $9, but it doesn't come with the shower wall mount, which I think is very strange. The only way for you to get that is to purchase additional bundles, and those come with a bunch of other items like shave gel and body lotion and things that I definitely was not in the need for at the moment. And those range in price from $16 to $25. So I opted to just go in store and buy the kit that had the actual suction piece attached to it. So keep that in mind. If you do want that shower wall mount, you have to get that in store, because I didn't even see an area on their website where you could purchase that separately. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I really scoured that website and could not find it anywhere. So earlier I mentioned that with Billie, you get these razor blades sent straight to your door at your selected frequency. So every 3 months I was paying $9 to get 3 blades sent to my door. So because Flamingo does not have that subscription style service, you do have to kind of stay on top of where you stand with your additional blades. And so once it's time for you to go buy them, your option is to buy them in packs of 5 for $16. So if you do the math, Billie actually ends up to be a little bit cheaper. You're getting $3 cartridges each, whereas with Flamingo, if you go in and purchase the pack that comes with 5 cartridges, you're paying $3.20 per cartridge. So keep that in mind. It is a little bit more expensive for the starter kit and for your cartridge refills over the lifetime of you having this razor. Now again, 20 cents a cartridge, I know it's a minimal difference, but over time it does add up, so I just wanted to point that out for you to keep in mind. So in order to adequately determine which razor you should get, I've come up with my own little scoring system. For overall price and value, Billie takes the cake, as we just talked about. Cartridges are cheaper over the lifetime, and the starter kit itself comes with everything that you need, the mount included, for $9. I also love that it is a subscription style service versus those that you have to go into the store and buy. For me, Billie wins on price and convenience. Now, when it comes to actual handles, I think that Flamingo wins out. I think that this looks so high end. I love that they have kind of the metallic touches. So I do think that I like the soft touch nature of this a little bit better. Billie only has soft touch on the inside of the blade, whereas Flamingo has this soft touch and kind of this little like grippy textured area on their blade. So I do like the hold and feel of this. They do tout that it's an ergonomic handle and an ergonomic blade head right here, but we'll get to that in a minute. For the look and the overall presentation for what you're getting, Flamingo wins in my book. Now the shower wall mounts. I want to give this to Billie because I love the magnetic style of it. It's really small, it's really minimal. This hangs on to it quite nicely. Again, my placement was a little bit less than desirable, so that's my fault. However, I do think that the Flamingo shower wall mount actually holds things a little bit more securely. So when it comes to those, they both have them, they both work effectively. I just prefer how tightly this holds it, so that if I do happen to run into it or something on my way out of the shower, it hasn't fallen off yet. So I do appreciate the suction style versus the one that just kind of sticks on the shower wall. Flamingo gets the point, but this one's pretty dang close. But now it's time to talk about what matters most, and that's the actual shave. All the other things that I've awarded points for these for, those matter, but ultimately you're trying to shave your legs or your underarms or whatever it may be, and so that's what truly matters with these. So I decided for 2 weeks that I was going to shave one leg and one underarm with one razor and the other leg and the other underarm with the other razor, just so that I could get a direct comparison. And when I did this, I got kind of shockingly different results. So I will say that when I shaved my underarms with both of these razors, as most of you may know, if you haven't, I'll be sure to link these videos. I use natural deodorant, and I went through this big trial and error process trying to figure out which ones worked for me. And there was a time when the Schmidt's natural deodorant that I was using was really burning my underarms. I noticed that Billie gets a lot closer shave because when I shaved my underarms with one with this razor, one with this one, and then applied the deodorant, only one armpit was burning a little bit from my natural deodorant, which leads me to believe that I get a much closer shave with Billie. Now again, when I did this on my legs and I shaved my legs with two different razors, it was very clear that Billie gets a closer shave just by the way that my legs felt immediately getting out of the shower. You could still feel a little bit of hair. Overall, my legs were smooth with the Flamingo, but not as smooth as Billie. And I want to attribute that to a couple of things. So if you directly compare these razor heads right here, you can see that the aloe surrounding this razor cartridge goes all the way around top and bottom. I think that you could even forego using any sort of conditioner or shave gel or anything when you use the Billie razor because this is so adequately coated. Now, most of the time I am using conditioner, but even when I forget or I'm being lazy or something, this gets the job done with no razor burn or anything. However, I do have to caveat this with I do not have sensitive skin at all and I'm not very prone to razor burn. With the Flamingo, you're truly only getting that aloe or like lotiony core at the top of the razor blade. So for me, this one just wasn't as smooth gliding. I didn't enjoy the experience as much, if you will. And also I want to point out how flexible this blade head is, which made me a little bit nervous as I was shaving because I'm so used to using this Billie one that does have a little bit of give, but quite honestly, it's not nearly as much as this one. Like this one I feel like can almost lay all the way back, and this one just it goes at a little bit more slight of an angle. This may just be something you have to use to experience for yourself, but I am extra cautious when I'm using this because of how easily it flexes, and I feel like it could get caught in areas around your knee and kind of cut you if you're not careful. Overall, I give the points to Billie for being a much closer shave, a much more effective shave, and I feel like I can do it a lot faster and a little bit more mindlessly than I can with the Flamingo. They both have 5 blades in the actual cartridge, so that is the same. It's just a matter of preference, people, and you're gonna have to try them for yourself, but I truly think that Billie gets a closer shave, which means that you have to shave a lot less often, which means that your razor cartridges last a little bit longer, and since these are cheaper, I just feel like Billie wins, which is unfortunate because I feel like the Flamingo ones are a lot prettier. Now, I am going to continue to use them, like I have some additional blades for both of them, but when I run out of the blades for the Flamingo, I am going to have to think twice about repurchasing, whereas for Billie, it's kind of a no-brainer. I did also want to share with you too that both of these companies are caring for people beyond themselves, which I really, really appreciate. So Flamingo's entire mission is all about women feeling positive about their bodies. And so they actually donate 1% of their sales to different nonprofit organizations that kind of coincide with that mission of body positivity. So right now, their partners are Exhale to Inhale and Period, about like women's menstrual cycles. And then Billie, they also donate 1% of sales, but their organizations vary based on what's going on in the world. So currently, they're donating 1% of sales to food banks across America to make sure that everybody has food during these crazy coronavirus times. Billie also has more of a focus on natural ingredients, and they tout that a lot more on their website. But both of these have product offerings outside of just the razors. You know, there's shave gels, there's lotions. Flamingo focuses a lot more on different ways that you can remove hair at home, so like at-home waxing kits for a bunch of different areas of the body. And then Billie focuses a little bit more on accessories. So they now have like dry shampoo, makeup wipes, shave gel, shave lotions. They're just kind of expanding the breadth of their product offerings, whereas Flamingo is really focused on hair removal, pretty much. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful, and if you've been toying around with subscribing to Billie or maybe going to purchase that Flamingo razor because it is easily purchased in store unlike Billie, now you know, you have my 2 cents. You're gonna have to make the judgment for yourself, but if you liked this video and you like product reviews, I have plenty of them on my channel, and I would love for you to subscribe, stick around, and join the community, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.